Hi there again, everybody. Welcome back to Prestige Auctions in Grimsby. We've got a truly amazing sale for you this week with a lot of vinyl in it. Some of the vinyl we've got is absolutely fantastic as it is, but all of a sudden everything's been made a little bit more prominent with the passing of this man. Ozzy Osbourne, of course, one of the absolute true legends of heavy metal, rock, whatever you want to call it. Ozzy was out there in his Black Sabbath days and right through to his solo career. And some of the things that this man did were absolutely unbelievable. One that seems to stick in my memory is the biting off the head of a bat or something, and birds and goodness knows what else. But he was a true icon, if you like, in terms of heavy metal. And it just so happens, by pure coincidence, that we lotted up our sale on Tuesday with a load of stuff in it, which includes some Ozzy Osbourne stuff. And this is going under the hammer this Friday as the gentleman himself passes away on the Tuesday evening. Of course, there's been tributes flying around all over the internet all last night and through today as well. The news channels have covered it off because Ozzy was a legend. Everybody knew Ozzy Osbourne. Anybody that was into heavy metal, of course. And of course, he went on to, have a fantastic song with his daughter as well. And of course, Ozzy Osbourne as well was also up there because of the great show that they did at home with the Osbournes. And my God, him, Sharon, and the kids, Jack and Kelly as well, we're all just a bit crazy, I think. But these are some of the bits and bobs that we've got this week in the auction. So in lot number 1178, ironically, the Ozzy Osbourne record was at the top of the pile. There you go, So Tired. I will tell you is that these will be in extremely good condition inside because I know the person that's put them in looked after his stuff. This one here, there you go, Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz, and Crazy Train, there you go, and older one, this one. From 1980, of course. Also in some of the piles of records, so it's not just going to be Ozzy Osbourne, so you've got Bloodlust there, Venom, very good condition copy, that one as well. And you'll also find in some of the piles, this pile here, which is 1178 for this Saturday's auction, there's also some Black Sabbath in there as well as the Scorpions and Quiet Riot there, and also this one there you go, and more Black Sabbath as well. Oh my God, look at the name of that, Die Young. Black Sabbath there, and we've also got all sorts of other bits and bobs. White Snake in there, and was the last one Rothschild as well. So there you go, that's just an example of lot number 1178 with some of the heavy metal and rock stuff that we've got. And then if you look at this one here, these are 12 inches or LPs. Lot number 487, this one. A lot lower in the auction, this one, so it's split over two lots. There's a lot of vinyl in this week. You've got Ozzy Osbourne there, and there you go. Look at that. What a hellraiser this man was. And then you've also got all sorts of other stuff in there. Uriah Heep and Little Angels. And anyway, you get the idea. But anyway, I'm also going to give you a quick glance at some of the other things that are in this auction as well in terms of heavy metal vinyl. So when you have a look, there are various piles of different kinds of LPs. A lot of them are heavy metal and heavy rock or rock, but there's also things like the Beatles as well, Revolver, Please Please Me, and so on. These have all been nicely tied up as well by the vendor. So you've got Motorhead there, and all I can say is look, they are piles. It's not just one record. There's several records in them. So we are suggesting to anybody really to get yourselves down to viewing on Friday at Prestige Auctions and have a look at these items. Now, sadly, for those of you that live away, there is no online bidding for this. These are in-room bids only. It is our general sale, and you've got to be here or at least leave a commission bid to be able to buy them. We would, of course, consider taking bids over the telephone, on commission over the telephone, and then we can, of course, arrange to send them to you if you are in a different part of the country. But when you look, there are so many different things: Nazareth, the Stranglers, Megadeth, and there's going to be all sorts of stuff in the piles as well, even as far as back as the 70s, Mark Bolan, T-Rex, etc. So there you go, that's all of the sort of 12-inch things. And as we come over to this section here, this is where we come onto the singles. Well, all these groups, of course, when they were making their albums back in the day, were making singles from them as well. When you look around here, the likes of Deep Purple, that's the pile we just showed you just now. The Queen records there. Diamond Head, Patience, The Special Acker, Nelson Mandela, Primal Scream, and so on. But again, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. If you look there, every one of these piles is part, the top record is just part of a pile. Most of this is in extremely good condition as well. So it's one of those lots, or some of those lots that, you know, you really need to come and have a good look at to make sure that you're happy with what you're buying, first and foremost. But with, you know, so much news on the telly now regarding Ozzy Osbourne and his sad passing, people will be thinking about the days of, you know, heavy metal when it was massive in the 80s and 90s, and some of these old groups that are here in all of these records that are going under the hammer this Saturday, which is the 26th of July. At Prestige Auctions. There's not just this, there's a lot more stuff as well, but there's one last thing that I've saved the best till last to show you. Now, the vendor that put in most of the records that you see out there also put this in as well, which is a genuine signed picture by Ozzy, Sharon, Jack and Kelly from when they were doing the Osbourne show. Now, he has got a letter of provenance with this. However, he's kept it because it's been made out to him personally. We have seen it, and so we're quite happy that what we're selling here is original, and this is quite a nice piece. It's been nicely framed as well, and that's going to be lot number 1188 in the auction. So there you go. We'll remember the show on the telly, all the attitude, all the dog dare, and God knows what else that there was. But there you go, all of their autographs together in one place. Well, how can you get involved with the bidding on this one? Well, come down to Prestige Auctions on Friday and you can leave commission bids. Or you can come down Saturday, sit in the room and you can bid away to your heart's content. As soon as the item's won and you've paid for it, you can take it away. There's no hanging around at Prestige Auctions. It's always a bit bittersweet when somebody passes away like this and people think, oh, well, the profiteering. These things were already in the auction this week before the sad passing. So it had already been lotted up and done. And it just so happens that these are going under the hammer this Saturday. So if you was an Ozzy fan, or just an Osbournes fan, or whether you just like some of the old vinyl, then get yourself down to Prestige Auctions this Saturday. Auction starts at 9 a.m. Viewing is on Friday from 8 in the morning till 7 at night. Thanks ever so much for watching this short YouTube video. We'll see you all very soon at the auction.